Hello, welcome back. It is 10:15 here on Argyle Breakfast this morning. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday so far. Now, next weekend, the hub at Foulston Park will be officially opened. It's the first part of the new development to be open to the public, and it's going to see a variety of offerings for the people of Plymouth. All looks very exciting, and I'm joined now by Head of Facilities Lewis Coombes and Assistant General Manager Agatha Evans. Hello both.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming into the studio this morning. I guess you've got a busy week ahead of you getting ready for the opening,
busy.
right?
Yeah, it's been a busy week, a busy few months, and a busy couple of years, to be fair. It's been a project in the making, and it's the first phase of what we're saying is a two-phase development. But yeah, we're just waiting in anticipation now. In a week's time, we'll be opening the doors to the public, and very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, so let's give it a rewind then. For people that aren't aware of, what's been going on over at Foulston Park with the hub, what exactly is on offer? What can people look forward to when you open?
So it's very much a regenerational project. We've got a vast space that is under construction at the minute. The hub community centre, which was once recognised as Brickfield Sports Centre, has undergone a huge transformation internally inside to create more space and better space for what will be a really fruitful suite of community assets and community services. And then needless to say, there's a lot more work going on with what the football club are offering and developing on the outdoor areas. So it's very much a community site. Aimed at developing sports, aimed at developing community provision, community services, but something that's very much in keeping with what we feel that postcode and that Devonport area needs.
Brilliant. So, Agatha, what kind of facilities have you got on offer then for people?
Yeah, so we've got our esports room, we've got a soft play, we've got a really big hall which is going to be lots of sporting activities going to be taking place. We've got a community cafe, so we're going to we've got teas, coffees, food, it's going to be really, really exciting. We've got our partners which have their rooms downstairs on the ground floor of the hub, and they just showcasing their offering, so it's all really exciting.
I mean, it's great. It seems like there's a lot of variety there, because I think some people, with it being linked to the football club and that, would think it's probably targeted just on football, but it's not the case, is it? Like you said, it's got a real wide community feel for everyone.
Yeah, we wanted to give it its own identity. So the hub being at the front and centre of the main site, we want to make sure that it speaks for what the local people need. And we want to create a destination and a hotspot for community-based services, community-based activity, where people can come and improve their own physical and mental health, their physical appearance, their physical activity levels, but as well as at the same time come and socialise, meet new people, develop their community cohesion. But again, that doesn't forgive the fact that outside as well, you've got the suite of facility assets with the football club and with ourselves, from athletics through to football through to rugby, which is going to kind of develop aspirational futures for local people and local kids in this. It's not a caged environment, so that it will be very much lots of permeability where people can come in, see the space, touch it, feel it, and aspire. We're going to have the football club based down there, where essentially kids can come down and see what level of performance players are playing at and training at, and aspire to come to that level. With the hub itself, as Agatha said, a suite of various activities going on, a suite of offers, and the design of the space and what was in the space wasn't just us throwing something together. It was 2 years, 3 years of consultation, really trying to understand what local people wanted, what was missing from that area. So, we've created a soft play, an esports lounge, all on the basis of what people feel that they're going to, benefit from.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly remember going to Brickfields when I was in school to do my like sports.
I think many
there.
do. Many have said. I think many have said they, their touch with Brickfields has been on the basis of sports days around the athletics track, right?
Yeah, but seeing what's there now and how it's been developed,
Yes.
it looks like a whole different ball game. It's not just going there to try and get a medal in the year 9 hurdles or something like that.
No, but we still will be offering that, by the way. So
fantastic.
there's still the ability for schools to come in, and we've got a really evolved athletics club that are residing down there as the resident facility. So and they've come along themselves, and they've got a really good, strong offer from the athletic side of things.
Yes, it's all been bolstered. I mean, we saw on the screen a moment ago, a couple of examples of the things that you're offering. Now that people are watching this and they've seen it, how do they get involved and book in, for example, and see what's going on?
Yeah, so I would say to come to our open weekend, which is next Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be a really sort of big showcase of all the facilities at the hub. Mm-hmm. You can come in for like drop-in activities, try out the esports room, soft play. But if you don't sort of want to try out what we've got, you just come in for a tea or coffee, just come in, see what we've got, come and speak to us, and then we'll just sort of try and help you from there to see what we can do for you. Because I think it's more that sort of community aspect. We just really want like the locals just to come in, not be afraid, just to come in and speak to us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's called the hub for a reason.
Yeah.
It all fits.
We're hoping it can be a one-stop shop for many a service, but also many a hobby, many interest. You've got the gym, you've got the soft play, you've got the esports like we've said, but you've also got many multi-use rooms that could be used and utilised by partners. We've got a campaign running at the minute to sign up to the gym, which is a discounted offer. So, if you are really interested and you live local, there's a really good, valuable offer there for people. But not discounting the fact that we've got services available as well. So we're going to have partners such as Livewell Southwest, PL1 Civvy Street, Poles Apart, offering different suite of services from health and wellbeing through to education, through to employability. So it's very much hopefully a creation of a space where people don't have to travel out of Devonport. Everything is there for them on their doorstep. Yeah,
which is, like you said, it's something you want to offer that particular community, and then of course people from further afield. You mentioned esports rooms.
Yeah.
Can we dig into that a little bit more? What for the uninitiated, what is esports?
Yeah, so it's like online gaming. So we're just we've got 20 sort of stations set up. Really, really cool. We've got like strobe lighting, and it's just sort of just there for people for kids like to come down just to play games. But I think like esports parties are going to be really popular. But we've also really sort of touched on it that sort of because we've got the sort of computing facilities, that it's sort of for the older generation to sort of come, we can sort of teach them how to sort of get online if they may have
so it's
not
like
had that.
multi-purpose
So it's just sort of to have that sort of state of the art. I mean, if you go in there, it is very amazing because it's just sort of so new, and it's sort of like to give sort of people the opportunity that they wouldn't probably get.
We've tried to add facilities in that. Yes, we'll be there for people interested maybe in gaming or esports or content creation, whatever that may look like, but also we can leverage them in the sense of being able to utilise them for other purposes. So internet safety, we're engaging with a lot around the police and how we can safeguard people online and teach young students, teach school-age children about using the internet safely, using it to support local people who may not have digital devices. So there's many different ways in which we can use things.
Yeah, I mean that is something that is it's really current, and it's a kind of area that's constantly evolving really. And I know you said this has been a project that's been years in the making. So as you've been forming and finalising the idea of the hub and Foulston Park, is that something that's just been constantly changing and adapting as you've been going through? Is what areas do we think the people will need in adding bits? And
even through the construction phase, we've tweaked and redefined certain areas and certain spaces and certain bits of equipment that we're putting in based on consultation, speaking with the right people in the local community, speaking with partners and organisations that operate in the spaces that we're looking at, health and wellbeing, etc., education, employment, to look at how we can really create valuable space. But we've always said the space is brilliant, and what this hub looks like and its aesthetic and its appearance and its design is fantastic, but it's going to be about the people that work within the building and the people that we consult with and work with us to make sure that people are interested and keep coming back to us.
Have you got a favourite bit yourself? I mean, because you guys will have, you know, you'll have been around there. We may not have had the grand unveiling yet, but you'll know exactly what it's all about. Like Agatha, is there a bit that stands out to you?
I'd say the gym. I mean, it's all sort of state-of-the-art equipment. Like, it's all very new. So I think, it just looks great. Yeah. So I think I'd say that's sort of my favourite part of the hub. And we've also got a competition on our socials that finishes on Monday, where you can win 3 months free gym membership, including track. Yeah. So it would be a really good opportunity there to sort of to get your chance to.
So what do people need to?
So you need to go on to either our Facebook page or Instagram page, and then it's just a simple tag 3 friends and share your story.
Nice. And have you got a favourite area? Or
I had the pleasure of trying out the soft play a few weeks ago, just to test the product.
Yes, of course.
But no, a space we're really excited about. I have a young child myself, and I'm very familiar with using a soft play. So actually, I think it's something that's will add real value as a community asset to the local people. And the esports, we're novices in esports. We're speaking with the right people and engaging with the right people, and we've brought in staff to be able to deliver that space. But I'm really excited to see how that offer develops as well, in terms of that suite of assets itself. So
I suppose it sounds like it's a multifunctional, multi-purpose, whereby if you want to come along because you've got maybe an older child that's doing a session on or a class on something, but then you've got a younger child, like you said, they can do the
really space for everyone to sort of just come in and just all get involved. And it'd be
we've tried to create something which is really intergenerational. So there's something there for someone as young as 3 months, from the soft play through to someone who's maybe more senior, of an older age, and there's a service there or provision, and we're trying to put programs on that cater for a vast range of audiences and a vast range of needs. So if you're a senior person, well, actually you may just want to come in and sit in a cafe and socialise with your friends over a coffee and a bite to eat. And that is valuable to us in terms of
and you can just do that without having to.
And you can do that. Don't have to be a member. Don't have to register an account. You can literally turn up at the door, speak to our front of house, and make your way up to the cafe. And then if you're there for a service, there'll be a form of registration required, but it depends what you're there for, really.
And our whole team are just there to sort of help. So we just want you to sort of just come on in and just sort of get a feel for the place and just come and chat to us, and we can just sort of help you find what's best for you. Really.
I was going to say, because you seem really enthusiac about it, so it must be nice looking forward to the weekend.
It's come around so quickly. I can't believe it's it's literally on next Monday we'll actually open the doors at 6 a.m. in the morning. So it's just really
Monday
exciting.
is doors open, but just before that.
You can come and just get
so we
look around.
So on the Saturday we're open 10 till 6, 10 till 4 for the community, and then on the Sunday 10 till 2, and it's just a case of people to come in, talk to our staff, have a look at what's available, and get a feel for the place.
No pressure as well. So it's just going to be nice, relax, get to chat to all the staff. We're really happy to help everyone.
Something we're really excited about.
Yeah. Very exciting. Thank you for coming in to talk about
it.
It was nice to see a bit of a sneak preview.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully we can get a bit more of it on Argyle Breakfast over the coming weeks, once it's open and get the guys to come and check it out. It'll be really exciting. Thank you both very much for coming in this morning.
So
Lovely to see you.